Hot Flash. We are on 38th Street in beautiful downtown Manhattan with our very, very special guest this evening.
Yes, we are so excited. I'm so titillated.
We're
Is
so
that
crushing
a word?
here. No, we're crushing. We're crushing.
I like titillating. I'm titillating right now. Me too.
We have my dear friend, fabulous comedian extraordinaire, Nicky Paris.
Yay!
What up? Hot flash.
Oh my God, is it hot in here or is
Yes,
it Nicky?
It's a hot flash.
It's a hot flash.
And
I'm
we have the
flashing.
fabulously handsome and talented Dean McDermott.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
wow.
They are both of the podcast Daddy Issues. They shoot in L.A. at the Comedy Store.
Yes.
And guys, give us a little skivvy on the podcast.
The podcast is with myself, Dean McDermott, and Nicky Paris, of course, and Adam Hunter. We met doing comedy. I started doing comedy in February, and I met Nicky through Adam, and we all three of us hit it off. So we thought, let's do a podcast. So we got together and.
Let's
got an
put
old
on a
curtain.
show.
We got an old curtain from the barn, and
That's
let's
right.
put on a show.
Come on, Nicky, let's do a show.
We're like the new Jonas Brothers. So the
Judy
chemistry.
See, he's young. You would think he's Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney. I know.
So, I'm a dad.
so cute.
I'm a daddy of 6. Adam's a new daddy, and Nicky needs a daddy.
Yeah.
So,
Aw.
yeah.
I just found out what a mortgage was like 6 months ago, so I have a lot to learn.
Speaking of needing a daddy, I did watch a podcast that you were on for someone else, and you talked about how you didn't like your head being pushed down. I heard that.
Yeah, I was dating
Who
somebody.
does, really?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, yeah.
bitch, you're young.
No,
till you get
I'm
a
very
little
boring.
older.
I'm like an 80-year-old woman, essentially.
No.
I'm an old soul.
It's a
He
sign
really
of
is.
masculinity, aggression. It's good.
You like that?
I do.
I don't like. I watch too many Lifetime movies, so I don't like any aggression. I see any aggression, I'm like, I'm gonna get murdered and thrown in a lake. So I can't take that risk because I'm not a good swimmer.
Oh, honey.
But if
I'm
you're
not a good
murdered and
swimmer
thrown in a lake,
either.
You can't swim.
No.
No.
Right, true. I'd be dead weight.
I got to bring up first. You guys living in LA. What's the story with the fire? Are you?
Yeah, what's going on? Is your house okay?
The fires, yeah, we're okay. The latest news I got was that the winds are going to kick up to 80 miles an hour. So there is a possible evacuation because of high winds. And what happens with high winds is they knock power lines down, and once a power line goes down and touches that dried out grass and brush, it just goes up really quick. So
Dried out. We know about that, right, Robin?
We know about dried out brush.
yeah,
We're just two dried out old bats.
dried out
yeah, that's
bush.
what we are.
how do you
The
how do
password
you deal
is
with your dried out bush?
out.
Maybe we can send it to the LA Fire Department.
With a lot of exogenous fluids.
Well, I had vaginal rejuvenation.
You did?
Did
I
you?
did.
She
It was
did.
fantastic.
Okay.
How
so
long ago?
Did you have the surgery kind or the electric
Why, are you
stimulation?
interested?
I
kind?
had that.
No, I'm fascinated because I just found out. Because I
Is
take.
Tori getting it?
I take
She's
testo-
too young, right?
Oh, he's
yeah,
married
no,
to
yeah,
Tori
she-
Spelling. Yes.
No,
yes.
she doesn't need her vajayjay done. It's
Perfect.
Well, she's young, right? She's still young.
Yeah, she's
Give her about 5 years.
46, but no, she's got a nice little vajayjay. If I can share that with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fabulous.
After 5, did she push that 5 children?
No, C-sections, 5 C-sections.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
no
it's-
wonder.
Perfectly
yeah,
intact.
Wow,
it's,
perfectly
It's still in the
intact.
wrapper.
Wow. Oh, that's
It's still in the packaging it came in.
Still has
lucky
receipt.
boy. Lucky boy.
I am a lucky boy.
Lucky
I am.
boy.
I am.
So I want to talk about your children. So you have how many children?
I have 6 children.
6.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have 5 with Tori.
Right. And Nikki's 7.
And Nicky's
Yes.
7.
I'm gonna be on the Christmas card. I
And
asked
he's,
Tori.
and he's so safe because you can have a relationship with
I
him
w-
and you
I
don't
would
have to worry
love-
about him getting pregnant.
I would love to adopt Nicky. I think we're going to start the paperwork when I get back.
Put me in the pig pen. I don't care.
No, you're,
Feed me
you're
scraps.
No, you're too much of a germaphobe. You wouldn't live with
I think you're gonna say I'm too big to fit in the pig
No,
pen.
no,
I was
no.
tearing up.
No.
The Italian ham was going up.
Yes,
No.
he's Italian. He's definitely too big for the vajayjay.
Yeah, right. It's the brajol. It's the brajol.
Brajol.
Yeah.
I want to know more about the pig. Tell me about the pig.
I want to know more
I want-
about your
yeah,
vaginal
really.
rejuvenation.
Yeah.
You're not getting off the hook
That was a nice
easy.
deflection.
Yeah,
no, yeah,
nice.
really. I was gonna say too. Now, do you notice an experience, like a difference before and after?
Well, I felt like I was like a born-again virgin the first time. It really hurt.
Really?
Really?
It hurt.
Is it like getting fingered on your quinceañera? Is that what it's like? after?
After 33 years of marriage, I am a virgin again. I've been re-virginized.
Do you have it too?
No.
Oh,
so-
I've had 33 years of marriage. That's enough.
Yeah,
Like
right.
it's a bad thing. She's like, oh God, no, I would never get that.
No, I would do
Don't
it.
judge.
I'm not who's judging.
You were judging.
I was
Well, if you have any
judging.
before and
made
after
you-
pictures,
yeah,
we'll check them out for you.
What made you decide to get vaginal rejuvenation?
She's a whore.
Was it like throwing a hot dog down the hall? Like what? Talk to me.
It's now I'm sorry I brought it up.
I want to talk for the entire half hour about your new vagina. That's why we came here today.
And did they spritz it? You like getting a new car smell?
There's a little air freshener that hangs from the clit.
Why did I bring this up? No, it was just really weird because they used like a vacuum and they made me wear goggles. They made me put on these weird sunglasses, and then there was like this vacuum, like, and it was. She's like, "This is gonna be uncomfortable." No shit.
So what? Okay, so it wasn't surgery. You know where they trim stuff?
No.
It was different. It was what are
This
they
I can
vacuuming
answer because
out?
I'm actually an MD. I can actually
You
answer
could
this
answer
question.
this. I
Yes.
can't describe
What
it.
are
It was
they
just
vacuuming
so
out?
fucking.
Well, because when she describes
Jimmy Hoffa.
They found Jimmy Hoffa
They
finally.
found
Nancy's vajayjay.
My vajayjay.
Yeah, no. When I was a little.
They found
perplexed
some
about
things in
this.
there from the 80s that I lost.
John Benet Ramsey.
Your boombox.
So are you single? Like, are you having a lot of sex?
I'm married, so the
Oh.
answer is no.
Oh, okay.
So you just did it for vanity.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, good
I don't
for you.
understand.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand the putting in the vagina. It seems to me that would stretch it, not enhance it.
Can we change the subject?
So, Nikki, how's your love life?
We actually have an OBGYN coming in right now who's going to take a look at... No.
Nancy's getting on the table right now. I'm
Right.
about to
Nancy,
examine
would you
her.
mind if we
If
put
I
on
else,
some
yeah,
latex
any
gloves?
rubber gloves
Yeah.
back there.
Right. Because you're...
I'm an MD. Yes.
Right, that's right.
But not for and I haven't been in years. No. I
What kind
hated
of
it.
medicine did you practice?
I didn't. I went to medical school. I mean, I really, it was like I applied to 7 schools, and because I was already married, and my luck, I got in, and I went. I did pediatric sub internship, and then I didn't practice. I have the medical degree. It's like the most expensive piece of artwork in our house.
Right.
And my Jewish mother didn't give a shit because I married a doctor. So.
Right. So yeah. So she's
Just
happy.
as
For
good.
her, she's
Just as
right.
good.
She was fine with that. It was good. Remember the first really big fight we had? I was on my way to LA. I took my son. In between freshman and sophomore year, 4 years of medical school. In between your first and second year, you have that summer off. It's the only summer you have off. And we had a first huge fight. My son was about 18 months old, and all my friends were in LA because I used to live there. And I'm like, that's it. I'm going to LA. I grabbed Philip. I said the name. I grabbed Philip. I got on the plane, and I get to LA, and I call my mom, and she's hysterical. My mom in Brooklyn, who's passed away, so God may she rest in peace. She's hysterical. I mean, hysterical. She's like, Robin, if you leave him, what are you going to do for a living? What are you going to do? How are you going to make money? I'm like, Mom, I'm in fucking medical school. Are you kidding me? How are you going to pay back your loans? I'll figure it out.
And you made it happen.
And I made it happen.
Here
Now,
you are.
Yeah, I did
That's
it just so I could, afford to do comedy.
That's right.
Right.
So I can support myself.
We need to find Nikki a
So,
doctor.
yeah, Nikki.
I would
like a
love
nice
that.
doctor?
Nikki, would you like a nice Jewish doctor?
Well, Dean, I actually had a chance while Dean was in the hospital.
Oh, that's
about
right.
a
Why
month
were you
ago.
in the hospital?
I had pneumonia.
Ebola.
wow.
No.
I put something in my butt I couldn't get out.
Right.
So
I know what that's like. That's why I was like, let me get over there. I have some experience.
no, God bless him. Tori was out of town, and the whole family was out of town, and I got pneumonia, and I had to take myself to the hospital, and Nikki showed up and took care of me. But he ended up getting a date out of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us
I
about
thought I
the
was like Nurse
day.
Jackie. I just went over there. I was like, sure. I was like, Dean, can I get you anything? Do you want Taco Bell? Like, I was like the worst. He was like, I'm in the emergency room.
He was
I was like,
awesome. He brought me deodorant and toothpaste and
right.
a phone
Nikki,
charger.
he's the
and-
best.
I'm like Nanny McPhee.
That usually helps with pneumonia.
Yeah.
Deodorant.
Yeah.
Well, I was in so much pain and delirious from this unbelievable headache.
It was
had.
bad. I
It
was
like-
really scared.
What did you have, bronchial? Did you have double pneumonia?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
and but they couldn't figure out this headache I had. Like, it was so bad, and I had infectious disease, and I did a spinal tap
boy.
and everything, and
They
so.
tapped you? That's
Yeah.
painful.
But yeah, Nikki, God bless him. I left the house with nothing, so Nikki came by and
Because,
hooked me up.
I'm basically like a Jewish mother.
I
So it's
know.
like, don't you have a toothbrush? I said, what do you have? What do you need? He was like, no, I'm good. I said, I'm going to walk to CVS.
So tell me about the person, the doctor. that
sorry.
You met.
Yeah.
Was it
Yes.
a nurse, a doctor? Who
Yeah,
did you
so it was
meet?
a volunteer at the hospital, and we went on a date.
Nikki, a volunteer. You go to a hospital, you need a fucking volunteer.
First of all, he had to be convinced to go on the
Give me
date.
a break.
So that's where I'm at. And while we're
I'm
sitting
in the
there,
OR looking for the surgeons.
None of them are interested in me. Okay,
I
so
thought he was,
I
I thought he
find that
was in
hard to
medicine, or
believe.
was he in school?
he worked for a psychiatrist, and he told me that he was a receptionist, but sometimes he did medical procedures.
Sometimes
Okay.
that sounds
So
frightening.
he wasn't.
And what receptionist do
He
you know
wasn't-
that's like,
Totally
hold
illegal.
on, let me put this in the filing cabinet and do a fucking lobotomy or something in the next room. So these are the type of people that find me. Nobody ever good ever finds me attractive. They usually are missing a leg or they're missing teeth. So
How could you say? You should see. I mean, we're audio now, but you should see Nicky's gorgeous. How could you say that?
I think my personality scares people away. Just
You
as
know
seen-
why? You're
he's seen it in
confident.
action.
You're confident. You're confident.
He's very
You're-
confident,
yeah,
but
very
he's
confident.
also a little high maintenance.
A little?
a little bit.
How dare you? I'm very high.
He's very high
maintenance.
maintenance.
I work
Okay,
very
okay,
hard.
I was
If I'm
cutting
not
you
in a
some
room that's
slack.
cold, it's a little hot in here for me.
I
But
am so hot right now.
yeah,
I know it's hot. in
it's
here,
the
right?
hot flash. No, it's on theme. It's on brand.
Yeah, it's really
It's on brand. It's fine.
It
It's
has
fine.
to be
We do it on
hot.
purpose.
I'm going through menopause
tell
right
him
now during this podcast.
We tell them to raise the heat up. To get the
I'm
guests
drying
hot
up, and then
on
I'm gonna watch Gone with the Wind after this. It's fine. Whatever you need. Scarlett Dry Hansen, whatever her name was.
We're all going to
Scarlet
turn
Dry
into
Hansen.
prunes when it's over. We're just
Right.
going to be 4 prunes.
So did you get a date out of it or not? What's
No.
this giving? No, no
No.
date, no.
No,
Are you dating anyone out there? I mean, if you had any
No.
dates, are you kidding?
no. I'd
You were
rather be
single.
alone.
Everybody's gay in California. How could you not have a date? I don't understand it.
Nikki, I'm
I
gay.
used to live in West Hollywood. I mean, how could you not have a date?
Because I don't want to get crabs again. And no,
Again, it being an operative word.
I don't want to date anybody. I don't want to. My time is very. I only have a certain amount of
Precious.
time to give, and I don't want to give it to somebody who's not Justin Bieber.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to make that
Okay,
happen.
yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I would love for Justin to give me HPV. So
Ooh.
that's the type of romance I'm looking for, Nancy. And maybe I'll get a vaginal
Rejuvenation.
rejuvenation. You don't know what?
Maybe you should just get a vagina.
Maybe.
Yeah,
No.
that's on trend right now.
Yeah, I know. Really, you'd work more.
I'll do any opportunity, any door that opens. I don't care. I'll turn into a fucking llama if it means. What do I have to lose? Nothing.
Your penis.
Yes. Besides that,
And from what I hear,
The brajol.
what have you heard?
we don't want to lose. We don't
Get
want to
him
lose
started
that.
on his brajol.
So, Dean, how many years have you been married?
Married for 13 years, together for 14.
13. Oh,
Yeah.
together for 14.
Yeah.
Nice. And
Yeah,
you made
and
5 babies in
5
that time.
babies.
And you have a
5.
pig. What's your
And
pig's name?
Nutmeg.
Oh, that's such a cute name for a pig.
You think?
I think so.
Yeah, no,
Now
I'm
you
not
got
crazy
you got
about
me
it.
all nervous because I'm a huge animal lover. If you guys evacuate, how are you going to get Nutmeg out of there from the fire?
Well,
Hope they can get her out.
on when was it? God, what day is it today?
Today's Tuesday.
On Monday, the winds kicked up and it opened up the door to her pen. So she went for a stroll, and a neighbor down the street found her. And there's a lot of horse properties, so our neighbor brought her in and put him in one of his stalls. So I'm hoping that if she does have to evacuate, that we can put her in one of those guys' stalls just down the road, because it's impossible to get her in the van to move
Yeah, I was
her.
just watching the news tonight, and they said that there was some farm near Brentwood that had to be evacuated, and all the horses and everything.
Yeah.
They said that it's done. It's toast. They're gonna have to find homes for all these animals now.
Yeah,
So
it's
sad.
it's crazy, and the area we're in are taking in a lot of animals. They do.
Are you
try
near
and-
Brentwood?
Near enough. We're on the other side of the Santa Monica Mountains
Right.
from Brentwood. We're kind of a straight shot over. So
In the valley?
Our
The other
community, yeah,
side?
we're in the valley. Yeah.
I used to
So-
live there. I mean, I just know it's yeah.
So we the community we live in, they take in a lot of the horses that get
that's good.
displaced. Yeah. We took in a dog last year who got displaced in the
Oh,
fires.
did you
yeah.
keep the dog?
Arthur, yeah. We fostered him for a little while, but we fell in love with him, and he's an old boy. He's like 14.
Oh, that's such
Yeah,
a great
and
thing.
no
That's
one-
a great thing.
No
they
one was
did.
going to take him. The poor guy. He was with this family for like 10 years, and they adopted him.
So wait, why
And then
weren't they taking him back? Because they had no home. Was their home
I
burned
don't know.
down?
I don't know the full story. All I know is they found him tied up outside of a shelter.
Okay, then they're bastards.
Yeah, and I was
They
like,
took
so,
an old dog like that and brought it to a shelter and left it
just tied him up.
there. What if there was a fire? They did the wrong thing. What if
Yeah.
there was a fire there? What if the fire extended to
They
that
used
area?
it as an
Yeah.
excuse to get rid of him.
Oh,
yeah. So we took him in, and
God.
he's great.
That's
He's-
so nice. I'm absolutely for adopting elder animals.
Yeah,
And
because no
Nikki,
one.
one
they're-
day,
Yeah, one day.
You'll adopt me?
One day you'll
we'll
get
find
adopted.
you
Nikki.
tied up outside Dean's house, and I'll come and rescue you, bitch.
We'll find you tied up outside some comedy club somewhere.
Yeah, just leave me. Leave me to die.
So who what kind of guests have you had on your show? Because your show is getting a tremendous amount of press. I'm so proud of you
we've
guys.
had some great guests. We had Jay Moore.
Oh, I love Jay Moore.
Denise Richards.
Tori Spelling.
her.
Maybe you've heard of Tori Spelling.
She was a hard pull.
She was hard. She was hard to
Yes,
get.
they say Hollywood is a bit
Fussy,
incestuous.
fussy.
Yes.
But Denise Richards was great.
I
Yeah,
actually
great
watched
guys.
the episode with you and with your wife on the show. It was great. I thought it was really good.
The sexual tension between the two of them.
No,
Ooh.
you could tell, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Between
That's
me and
good.
Denise?
No, you and
Oh,
Tori.
sorry. Yeah, me and Tori.
That
It was intense, yeah, with my wife.
No, you and Jay Moore.
Yeah, right.
But Dean, is
Jay's
it time?
sexy.
Is it time for the vasectomy?
Well, it's so funny.
I'm just saying,
It was time a while ago, but
Dean, we're actually going to give you a vasectomy right here on
Right
this
now,
table.
really?
I didn't want to
Let's
tell
do
No,
you.
no,
Yeah,
no.
let's do
First,
it.
we're checking out
Get
Nancy
you're,
DJ.
you're a doctor, so why not, right?
Okay, Miles. I need the clippers.
Yeah, there's an old. I saw an old plastic takeout knife here somewhere,
Now you know why.
and a bottle of whiskey. So let's do
Seriously,
this.
I'm going to ask him seriously. Are you thinking about doing
Well,
it?
here's the
I mean,
thing.
if she went through vaginal rejuvenation, you can certainly go
damn
through a
it.
fucking vasectomy.
Here's the
which,
thing.
by the way, is reversible.
I know,
right?
I know.
In case you decide when you're 90, you want to have another one.
I was supposed to get it done, and when we were shooting our show, and I was,
Oh, right, you were doing a reality show.
yeah,
but
and
you
I was
had-
like,
yeah.
you know what, I don't. I was just tired of having everything documented, so I'm like, no, you know what, I don't want to have this documented. So I stopped it. I stopped it from happening. And then I was supposed to go again, and I froze some of my sperm, but instead of doing it a couple days before, I did it the day of I was supposed to have a vasectomy. So the doctor was like, I've never had anybody do it the day of. So I don't know if there's a risk of infection because there's still stuff in your.
Well, I think they could have done it.
in your
but
tubes.
I don't know who you're using. but-
Yeah, but he didn't know, which was like it kind of scared me. It's like this is what you do.
Right.
You should know that.
Right.
So it didn't happen that day, and I never rescheduled it. And then boom, we got pregnant with Bo.
This is like Comic MD. We're all going to give her medical
This,
expertise around the table.
This podcast is going to cause Bo to have about 20 years of therapy. I just
You're
want you to know that. I just
No.
want you to know that, Bo. But for the fact that I jerked off in the bathroom
If I
to
had
a
done it the night
magazine
before,
to save
you
my
wouldn't be
sperm,
here.
you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Hot Flash.
This is great. I'm having so much fun.
Were you guys playing Twister before we got here? What?
Yeah. What are these? Are these pasties?
These are for your, yeah, right, they should be. No, these are for your drinks. These are for your waters.
Oh, for the right.
Because we don't want to ruin this $8 table.
I love it.
From IKEA.
Is this from Pier 1, the Kirstie Alley
No, God,
collection?
IKEA, we had to put it together before you came in.
Did you
It's
Oh,
get
a
the
little
Swedish
loose.
meatballs?
Of course.
How
love
good are the
Swedish
Swedish
meatballs.
I love
meatballs?
them.
They're delicious.
Oh, at IKEA?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So tell me more about, I want to hear more about California. Like, where are you living in California?
I live right on the border of Hollywood and West Hollywood. I live
so
We
jealous.
right
want
on
your
the
that
border.
is.
exact address.
My social security number is 133.
Can you please pee into a cup?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you want.
Hold on. I could do the test for the urine.
Pee into a cup. Vaginal
Miles!
rejuvenation.
I
and
need
have
it.
your
Miles is our
vasectomy.
engineer. Miles, I need a dipstick for the urine.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know.
Stat!
I should have known. We could have brought in some urine. And
I know. What do I
had a
gotta,
physical.
Yeah, fuck.
I haven't had a physical.
Are you guys doing any STD tests or anything else? Any swabs or anything?
I've
So
got
are
this
you-
rash.
I got a rash.
I got a rash. Well, five
Five
kids.
kids.
I got a lot of dogs, and you have 6
I've
children.
got a lot
right?
of things
Yeah.
breaking out in my body.
Oh,
Just from breaking.
no.
I'm breaking
Ooh,
down. I'm getting old.
lovely.
Staten Island.
I don't know if it's the kids
Oh,
are
that's
staying at
right.
Nicky's
You
in
had to
Staten
stay at
Island.
What's
Nicky's
it like
family's
staying
house.
there? Do you guys have separate bedrooms?
What do you mean?
I sleep in
We
the
all-
top bunk and he's in the bottom.
And you know what
Real?
that means. No, I'm worried
With
for
the
Dean.
Red Power Ranger right next to you.
Well, this is very appropriate. Women of a certain age love Dean. Like,
Yeah,
bitches
I-
will leave the home to go fucking chase Dean. So I had to make sure the lock
I
worked
love
on
that.
his door.
Speaking of, could you say a shout out to my sister-in-laws, Michelle and Renee?
Yes, Michelle and Renee. It's Dean McDermott. What are you wearing?
Michelle and Renee, Dean has
Hi.
his hand on his crotch right now.
And that's
thinking
Nikki.
about
It's
you.
not his crotch. It's on Nikki's
Yeah,
crotch.
I'm not.
And
Michelle
I'm
and Renee, I'm not
watching.
wearing pants right now.
Enjoy. Thanks for listening.
Hey, this part of the sexual fantasy of hot
Right.
flesh is over.
Right. No, there's a lot of women coming to the show tomorrow.
Because they're following Dean. But these people
Some of them.
following
There's a
you
lady
too,
from
Nikki?
my gym is like, what time does Dean go on?
Yeah, people ask me. People saw on Facebook that we were having you on the show, and people were asking questions. They were very interested in you.
And what kind of questions were they asking?
How hung
he
is
still
Dean?
married?
Will Dean's penis fit in Nancy's new vagina?
I'm thinking.
Well,
no.
that I would like to know that. Let's do it right now. Clear the $6 table. Now it's
Next-
$6.
All right.
Next week on
we?
Hot Flash.
Yeah. We have the penis cam.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe Nancy can have a baby with her new vagina.
Oh,
No.
my God.
But we have children. I have 3. Nancy has 2. Well, I have
I have
2, and then there's
3.
number 3.
Robin just killed one off. She was like, you don't need one.
You killed
sorry.
one off.
I'm sorry. I thought you were me.
What's
wow.
happening right now?
I know. I have no idea. I think I'm having my first hot flash. I need a Midol or something.
So what clubs? Let me hear what you have. What clubs you want to promote that you're doing? What shows? Clubs? You know about the podcast?
Yeah, the podcast is great. I'm performing all over the country. I just found out this
Wow.
week that I'm performing in London in January
That's awesome.
at
Fantastic.
RuPaul's Drag Con. It's the first
Love
LGBTQ
it.
stand-up showcase, and Danny Francese, who starred in Damien and Mean Girls,
Oh
put
yes,
together
I
this
remember him in
show.
Mean Girls. I love
So
him.
he's been so great to me. So I did the first stand-up showcase in LA, the first one in New York, and now I'm doing the first one in London in January. So
Fabulous.
I'm really excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should bring me along as
You
the first
should.
straight guy to do
The show.
right?
Yeah. I'll make a call right
Yeah,
after
call
this.
RuPaul. I know Ru.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited about that, and yeah, just keep him busy. I'm headlining Caroline's tomorrow, and
Yes.
Dean is opening for me,
And we are all coming. It's Gladys
really?
Simon
Oh,
is in the
fantastic.
show. Yes, we're coming.
Awesome.
and I'm very
Dean
nervous.
McDermott and Nicky Paris
Are
is
you?
headlining.
I'm
Really?
so
Why are
nervous
you
because my mom
nervous?
invited like her great aunts and like cousins that I've met
I
like
heard you
2
rented a
times.
They
bus.
rented a
They-
Greyhound.
They're gonna try and run me over
Wow.
before
Yeah,
they leave
they're
for
gonna
the
put
show.
a stop to this
They're
right
like,
now
"Don't
before
talk
he
about us."
embarrasses himself.
Yeah.
I'm
really.
kfelling. In Judaism, Jewish mothers say they're kfelling.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've known you for a long time.
You have.
and
You knew my old face.
No. I can use that line, honey, not you.
I
Not
did look-
yet.
There's been some people online that think I've had plastic surgery.
No.
They tweet that at me sometimes.
You have that gorgeous face. Don't
Thank
touch
you.
it.
I'm like, no, I went through puberty.
and I
but
love the
people are
beard. I
mean.
love the whole
went through
look.
Thank you. I'm
I
like
love
a
it.
hunter-gatherer.
No, I'm kfelling because it's like you're headlining Caroline's tomorrow, and I'm so excited.
Oh my
I can't
God.
wait to see you. I
Thank
know.
you. I'm really I can't wait for it to be over, honestly.
No, don't
Yes,
say that. I want you to enjoy every fucking second on
Yeah.
that stage.
I will.
You know what? It's every second. Just enjoy it. It's a
Maybe
big
I won't
moment.
leave. Maybe they'll have to rip me off the
Yeah,
stage.
right. You're gonna run the light.
Yeah.
And when are you going? When are you guys going back to California?
I go back on Thursday on Halloween. I have to go spend
Oh, you have the kids
trick
for
or treat with
Halloween,
the kids.
of course. And how about you, Nikki?
I'm opening for Eric D'Alessandro on
Fantastic.
Friday, and I play America in Jersey.
Wow.
So I'm going back Monday morning. So I'm gonna spend some more time with my family because my mom's gonna kill herself if I don't at least sit down and just stare her in the eyes for a good 24 hours.
His parents are so nice. I'm
I
staying in
know.
the
I met
basement
his
of their
mother.
house.
Oh,
I'm
you-
staying in
yeah.
the I'm on the pull-out couch in the basement, which is fantastic. And God knows, no, it is. I love it.
That's not what I heard.
I love it.
Oh, maybe that's what
She-
the
she-
rash is. Maybe you
It,
get
may, it could be.
bed bugs?
Bed bugs. Yeah, bed
It's New
bugs.
York. We
no,
have bed bugs
my
here.
Italian mother, don't let her hear this. She'll
She
be like,
put-
you can eat off the floor in my house.
What is everything in plastic?
she
Dean?
put-
Tell me the truth. Give me
It was
the truth.
funny. The dining room table, I had to giggle because it was plastic.
Yeah.
we had pizza. And
That's an
pasta.
Italian New York thing.
Yeah, that's
Jewish
right.
too.
But
I
God
know.
bless her. She put a fridge down there for me and stocked it with Perrier, and she put out a little bowl of fruit and
Oh,
some
that's so
chocolate
nice.
chip
Just
cookies.
tea
His
and my
mother's
coffee
a
in the morning.
really nice person.
So
And
sweet.
his brother, there's a nice
Yeah.
family too.
Oh, his
Yeah, Dean
brother
met my
cracks me
brother.
up.
Oh.
He cracks me up. He's so funny.
I know.
Nancy, I have a brother who's in a wheelchair. You look at him, you're like, look at this cute kid. He's the devil.
The devil's spawn.
He is
Nikki-
Hitler on wheels.
Nicky
He is
overheard
so
him the other
evil.
day telling his nurse, "What are you doing on Wednesdays?" I gotta go to some stupid fucking comedy show.
Yeah. He goes, I really don't want to go, but my parents are making me. And I'm like, excuse me. How dare you? Yeah, he's such a little prick.
He cracks me
Really?
up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in his wheelchair plowing bitches on the Accessoride van. Like, he's a pimp.
He's a baller.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, no one deserves it more than you. I'm telling you, Dean. Everyone in New York is rooting for him.
Oh yeah,
get hit
and
by
I
a
can,
bus.
I can see. I can
To
see.
get back on the plane.
I can see 'cause every place we go in New York, it's like royalties arrive.
Yes,
like people
'cause we all
just
love
people
him.
love Nicky,
Everybody
and I
loves
see
him.
how hard Nicky works in
Yes,
LA.
he does, and that's one
And
other
he's
reason because
running all over, and he's doing
talented,
this gig here, and he's doing
he
that
runs
gig.
all over. Everybody,
he
you know,
just-
he's
He-
driven. You have to be driven to be a comic,
he
as you
deserves
know.
it.
And
Yeah, he
he's
really
he's
deserves
worked
it.
hard.
I can't take a compliment, so let's go back suck your vagina. No, I'm just kidding.
You're turning a little red.
Yeah, I am.
Nikki's ready to crawl back in. Open up!
But yeah, it's been exciting. I've been taking Dean with me everywhere. Dean just performed in New York for the first time last night.
So great.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us.
Wow.
Did
My
you love
first,
it?
I loved it. My first gig was at the Broadway
Were
Comedy
you
Club.
downstairs, big room? Downstairs?
Big room, yeah, the main room.
Yeah,
great.
and it was fantastic. I loved it. We got 2 shows there tonight.
fantastic.
And then we did Greenwich Village Comedy Club, which is fantastic.
I love Greenwich. I love the street, right? That street's a great
Yeah.
street.
It
All the
was
clubs there.
fantastic. And then Caroline's, I'm opening for Nicky at Caroline's. And
Fantastic.
that's been on my bucket list because I used to watch, and I told Nicky this today. He didn't know, but they used to televise comics from Caroline's.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah,
know
years
that.
ago, and I would watch it in Canada. I'm going, Caroline's.
Sorry, that was before our time.
It was, yeah.
Oh, that's right, you're
Yeah,
from
you probably
Canada.
weren't born.
So you're from Canada originally.
Yeah.
When did you come to the
Oh.
States?
I've been in California for about 15 years now.
Do
15,
your
16
parents, are
years.
they alive? Are they in
No,
Cal? Okay.
no. My mom passed away when I was 15, and my
sorry.
dad
Oh.
passed away about 16 years ago. Yeah,
Sorry.
no,
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm sure you had nothing to do with it.
I did, though.
Dun dun
You
dun.
did.
Oh, but
It
she
was
did.
you.
Next
I
week
knew
on the
it.
Lifetime Movie Network.
He meets his parents' killers and brings them to justice.
The new Batman story.
I had them in my hospital when I was in medical school. That's why I didn't become a doctor. I didn't finish.
They took your license.
They took my license. I'm a bad girl. I'm a naughty girl. So quickly, just because we're gonna close out soon here. Is there anything else you want to plug? I know we keep asking you because I want to make sure you get everything out because you guys are busy.
Honestly, just to be here, you know I love you so much.
love you too.
I love you very much, so I would do anything
You're
for
gonna
you.
make me
so
cry.
you're
I'm
gonna
so
make me
glad
cry.
to be here. Stop. I wish you weren't going back, but I know it's your destiny.
To
It's your
get
destiny.
go down in a plane crash.
To be tied up in a fire on Dean's front lawn.
I would be honored. I wouldn't even run. I would just stand there and take it like a scarecrow. I wouldn't even care.
Isn't that a Smiths song?
Is it?
I'd like to die
Sam
in Dean's
Smith?
front
No.
yard. No,
Oh.
the Smiths.
Oh.
Dean, it was.
I'm showing my age again. You don't know who the Smiths are? Morrissey.
I do.
No, Dean's teaching me a lot about a lot of music, like the
Oh, that's
Talking Heads.
good. The
You
Talking
showed me
Heads.
this?
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Oh,
You
you
didn't
know
know
the
who the
Talking
Talking
Heads? Yeah.
Heads were?
No, I
Because
was
David
born in
Burney,
1992.
David Burney's
He's
got a
a
show
baby.
in Broadway, so I showed him the poster, and he's like, "What's a talking head?"
I was like a cartoon. I was like, what do you mean?
Are you seeing any shows while you're here? Any Broadway shows?
No, I don't have any time.
You have no time.
I wish I could stay longer because I would. I'd love to see some shows, and
Yeah, there's some great
it's just
stuff.
those damn kids in the Halloween.
I know.
They
Those
like it.
damn
Halloween's
Those
a big
damn
deal.
kids.
It's a big
What
deal
did we
for
learn
kids.
today?
I could have stayed in
Only
New York if
come
it
in the
wasn't for
ass.
those damn kids, like
Right.
a Scooby Doo episode.
It's Scooby-Doo!
Are you gonna dress up too?
Yes, I'm gonna go as Captain Spaulding
Oh,
from Rob Zombie's.
Yes.
House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
That's great.
I like creepy costumes.
You like creepy costumes? I'm not going as anything.
Yeah,
this
same.
No?
year.
This is the
How
first
about
year
you?
I'm not dressing up.
Or are you
I'm
just
going
gonna, are
as
you
a
just gonna
fucking
walk
bitch.
around with your vagina out?
No,
What are you? I'm a new vagina.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wear my
Vagina?
schmata bathrobe.
She said schmata. I love it.
my red schmata bathrobe, but I'm gonna answer the door and give the kids candy and look all scary in my bathrobe.
No one comes to my house anymore because I'm a fucking bitch.
You're better off.
Yeah, they're afraid of me. I'm like, get out of my house.
Enjoy this Reese's Pieces. There's a razor blade in it.
I was just going to say I'm the one with the razor blades. Well, we're going
Anyway.
to tie things up here.
Yeah, they have to get to their
I just want to
gig.
say, Nikki, it was such a pleasure seeing you. I'm
It's
so
such
happy
an
you did
honor to
this
always be with
show.
you.
I love you
of course.
so
And
much.
you too, Nancy. And
Oh.
you too. You three.
I have to say, anyone out there, Dean McDermott, he's a mensch, as we say. in
Oh,
my
God
village.
bless. Thank
he's
you.
a nice man and
Thank you.
smart, intelligent, funny, and great fucking looking.
Keep your pants on, ladies. Keep your pants on.
God bless. Well,
I think
I'm,
I
The
feel
both of them
moist.
are.
I'm glad I'm not.
It's working!
It's working. It's the vaginal rejuvenation is
It's working! That's what we put
I
Dean in
feel
tonight.
moist.
I'm glad I could do that for you because I would feel really bad if your dried up bushes went up in flames. I would feel really bad. So I'm glad I could do that for you.
And on that note, Miles, take us
Take us out, Miles. night, everyone.
That
See
was
you
my
next
whistle
week.
tones, like Mariah Carey.